Hi, I'm Chris Bou Saeed, Los Angeles diversion attorney. Welcome to CBS Law, where we deliver results, not promises. Let's talk about diversion. What is diversion? Think of diversion as the judge pressing a giant pause button on your case for a prescribed period of time. And if over that period of time, you abide by and complete various terms and conditions of your diversion and obey all laws, at the end of the diversionary period, you could have all of the charges against you dismissed and your arrest record sealed. Let's talk about mental health diversion. The benefit of mental health diversion is if you're able to successfully complete it, all of the charges against you will be dismissed and your arrest record sealed. Let's talk about the eligibility criteria for mental health diversion. First, that the person has a legitimate mental health diagnosis. Second, that diagnosis is treatable. Third, that the person is amenable to receiving treatment. Fourth, that underlying mental health diagnosis played a part or a significant part in the commission of the alleged offense. Next, that if the person were to receive mental health treatment in the community, that they don't present a substantial risk of committing an extremely serious crime. And finally, that the person consents to receiving the benefits of mental health diversion. Now, how do we at CBS Law effectuate mental health diversion? Well, first, we're going to gather all of your mental health records, or if they don't exist, whatever records do exist that tend to show that you may have a mental health diagnosis. Now, even if there are no records that show that you have a mental health diagnosis, regardless, we're going to appoint or retain an expert witness who will be a forensic psychologist. That forensic psychologist is going to evaluate any records that we do have. They're also going to evaluate you. They're going to go over the evidence in your case. They're going to go over your family history, your social history, your mental health history, and then they're going to write a report. We then take the forensic psychologist's report and incorporate it as an exhibit to a motion that we file with the judge. The purpose of the motion is to persuade the judge that not only are you eligible for mental health diversion, but you're suitable for it. In other words, that it would be in the interest of justice for you to receive mental health diversion. If the charges against you are a misdemeanor, the term of mental health diversion is going to be for 12 months. If you're charged with a felony, the term of mental health diversion can be for up to 24 months. If you are able to successfully complete the obligations and abide by the terms or conditions of mental health diversion, including obey all laws, at the end of the diversionary period, all of the charges against you will be dismissed and your arrest record sealed. So if you find yourself being charged or investigated for a crime and you think you might be eligible for one of the various kinds of diversion, call CBS Law now at 213-800-8005, and together we'll get your life back.